Hey guys, so before the intro starts, after this, I want to quickly mention that this is an opinion warning, and I know how, I was going to say sensitive, but that might trigger even more. I'm just going to say, this might upset a few people in the War Thunder community, if not the entire War Thunder community, as again, the title suggests that I mentioned like a million times for people who love that I repeat myself, talking about how I want to see a specific vehicle added to the game. Now, you might not, if you don't read the title, you might not seem like, why is this a big problem? It's a big problem because what I want to see added to War Thunder is a tank that Germany was developing to replace the Tiger II, which, as the title suggests, the Löwe, which was a heavy tank, and it was supposed to be bigger, thicker, have a bigger armament, meaning a gun, and they had multiple versions of the Löwe. One had a bigger gun, one had a smaller gun. Overall, it was just supposed to be a better Tiger II. Getting this, and not only from that, I have always wanted to see the Löwe added to War Thunder ever since War of the Tanks added it, like I mentioned in the video, and I do apologize for putting War of the Tanks and War Thunder in the same conversation, because that triggers another set of community. I don't even fucking know. But again, I know there's a lot of problems going on with War Thunder at the moment, such as you actually see it in the video where it takes me like it just sits there and says loading, and everyone is dealing with this right now. It just sits there and says loading, and it sometimes takes up to, like, I'm not even kidding, 10 minutes to actually get into the game. You're in the game, but it takes like an additional 10 minutes for you to actually load in to be able to spawn. And not only that, sometimes there's like glitching with spawning to where like you'll click it, the timer will go down, and then it just sits there and doesn't spawn you in. We got the server issues. We got ghost shells. Yes, ghost shells are a thing. It's not a conspiracy theory. You actually see it in this beginning intro here where I shoot an AMX-30, I think it is, in my Leopard 284. And the shell just goes right through it. It just doesn't even, like, destroy the tank, which it should. Again, we got the PL shit. I don't know what's going on with War Thunder at the moment. And we just actually got a teaser at the time of me recording this of a new major update for 2021. And they already hinted at a new Bradley, a couple other things. Maybe the Löwe, I don't know. So adding in a paper tank is the least of Gaijin's worries. I know I say that as we're already getting more vehicles as this video is going live, and I just really hope Gaijin takes fixing the game a priority instead of adding a bunch of more vehicles that will potentially break the game again. Again, I would love to see the Löwe added to the game, but I think fixing the server issues, fixing the spawn issues, fixing ghost shells, fixing all this spaghetti code that the game just never knows how to get rid of. That's pretty much all I gotta say. And again, down in the link in the description, the original thread. This is an old thread back in 2014 before the mouse was even added to the game. I know it's a paper vehicle, so just take this with a grain of salt. I know it will never see the light of day in War Thunder. I would just love to see it in War Thunder, and it would be a perfect balance. Not balance in the sense of it'd be a great thing between 6.3 and 6.7, or even a 7.0 tank. I really want to see in the tech tree and not a premium vehicle. I do say a little bit on that in the video itself. I do apologize for this video being long. I think it's two games put together, but I'll try and cut it down relatively short. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up with this intro and let you guys hear the actual intro. But yeah, adios, guys. Hey, so I got a bit of an interesting video, and yes, at the title, you're probably already screaming in the comments saying that the War Thunder doesn't need this certain thing isn't real, or more pressing matters need to be attended to for War Thunder. But as you can see, we're going to be playing the glorious Tiger 2s and the Jagdtiger. And let's get into a game before I talk too long, because I don't really like videos where you talk forever. And it's funny, the first game that I actually got loaded in, like, relatively quick. It's on Fields in Normandy. I don't really particularly like this map, especially on 6.7 above. Oh, what is that? That's a T-34, isn't it? Okay, T-34 is dead. Nice. That is a jumbo, right? I think that's a jumbo. Marker for the team. Not like they're gonna do anything. Leopard, there's a guy right here. Well, this is unfortunate. I'm a skedaddle now. That's unfortunate. What are you? Alright, well, fuck that guy. Alright, hold on. We're getting distracted here. Let me try and get into cover before I try and talk. Okay, so I'm trying real quick. I just killed that M41 that's right there. And then that you just saw me kill the M18. We're gonna push up and kill this. I think this is a T29. It could be a T30. Our Panther F is having a little bit of trouble. I'm a little afraid to push up here, because I know I'm gonna get blasted unless that Panther F killed him. Okay. That bomb was a little too far. I don't know how that managed to kill the T29. No, it was a T-34, excuse me. Better be a plane in here. Yeah, that's a plane. Okay, so anyways, as the title suggests, and I do apologize for butchering the German pronunciation, and I'm pretty sure this tank means lion, like the name means lion in German. And it's called the Löwe, or the Löwe, or however you pronounce it. I do apologize for that. L-O-W-E. Now, in the link in the description, this was back in 2014, when I think this is before the mouse was added, and I think the community is kind of tired of paper tanks. They want real tanks, and War Thunder's kind of it's more grounded in historical vehicles and stuff. So, wow, we really turned this match around. Like, just a couple minutes ago, we were getting destroyed on the A side of the front. Also, it's not smart to be driving sideways towards their spawn. I do realize that, so calm down. But personally, I would love to see the Löwe added to War Thunder. Now, I know it's a paper tank, and again, there'll be a link down in the description of some guy who gave a lot of good and some pretty good information about the Löwe. And to sum it up, Germany in 1942, alongside developing various other tanks and models that they wanted to develop for the Third Reich and the German armored divisions. I just saw a tank at the last second. They were developing a tank to replace the Tiger II. Blind shot. Ooh. Oh, it's an Ontos. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just gonna skip to now where I killed that thing. Ah. Gotta love this. The loading glitch. I don't even know if it's a glitch. So, here's a screenshot. We ended up winning with like 5 or 6 kills. And now that embarrassment is over of trying to kill an Ontos with a fucking Tiger. The whole premise of me making this video was that I wanted the Löwe added, or the Löwe, or however you pronounce it. I do apologize to the German viewers. I want this tank added to the game. Yeah, this guy knows what's up. And I know it's a paper tank. And again, like the third time, in the description, there is some nice information about the tank from like back in 2014 on the Gaijin forums or the War Thunder forums. Kind of like their Reddit. Jesus Christ, I don't know. We're going to start off with the 105 Tiger 2. Nice little skin I got here. We're on cargo port, and I really don't like cargo port on like low tier. Like this isn't low tier, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Tiers that don't have MBTs with like 105s and 120s driving around fucking Tokyo Drift and shit. The only reason why I want to see this tank added to the game is specifically because I think the tank looks amazing. Like, I just think it looks so fucking cool. And the only way you can play with this tank in any video game is World of Tanks. And say what you will about World of Tanks. I know. Calm down. I know just mentioning World of Tanks in any type of War Thunder form, people get triggered. But that tank's a premium, and you gotta spend like $40 semi-dollars just to buy it in World of Tanks. Now, like the forum says, the guy in the forum says, I don't know if he still plays War Thunder. Again, this forum was back in 2014. He mentions that it would be a good middle slot between 6.3 and 6.7, like right after the Tiger 2, which I think would be perfect. And now, I don't want this to be a premium tank, and I know Gaijin. We all know Gaijin Entertainment. A new vehicle comes out, and they're like, oh, we got to put that on the premium list. Why? Money, I guess. I don't know. And they know people will buy it. Fuck, if they came out tomorrow on a thread saying, excuse me, sir, I'm older, I have the right of way. They could, fuck, if they come out tomorrow and go and be like, yo, we're adding a Löwe to the game, it's a premium vehicle, and it's going to be like a 6.7 vehicle, I would straight up buy it. Why? Because I think the tank looks fucking badass, and I think, personally, I think it should be in War Thunder, and I think, and there already are tanks, multiple tanks. I think there's over 10 plus, 15 plus vehicles that are in the game that were never produced. I don't know if I can go through that. Alright, I guess the muzzle velocity on this, considering it's a long barrel, doesn't exist. So we're just going to sit here and reload for 3 years. I should be able to peek back out. I think there's a tank in front of me. Sorry for getting sidetracked. Alright. Is it not going to tell me what I just killed on him? Well, yeah, long and short of it, I just think the tank needs to be added. And there's already paper tanks in the game, so why not just take some more creative liberty in putting in the Löwe to the game? And the guy also said that he would like to see the E75 and the E50. Now, I don't know much about German prototypes and paper tanks and stuff. And granted, the mouse is less of a paper tank because it actually was, like, there was 2 models produced. Oh, hello. Well, now I'm dead. Oh, teammate. Yeah! It's bigger, heavier, thicker, bigger gun. That's a container. Hello. T-44. Yeah, I either thought I was a T-44 or T-44 100. Didn't think that was gonna happen. I had potatoed a little bit. He fucking blew him up. Okay, let's try and sound horn. Realistically, I should have made this video kind of like talking about... Fuck. Talking about the prototypes, the designs, and all that stuff. I'll just have that link down in the description because I'm not going to act like I did all my own research for this video when I could just go on that thread/forum and just look it up. But Gaijin, if somehow whoever, I don't know what they're called, the vehicle designers could put the Löwe, oh, that's an IS-6, I think? That was a hell of a shot. It could be a perfect buffer, and I know Germany doesn't really need more vehicles, but I think adding the Löwe to, I'm butchering it every time I say this. Progressively, as I say this, I'm butchering it even more. But I think the tank would be a perfect between 6.3 and 6.7 or probably just after the Tiger II, because it's got amazing armor. It's got an amazing gun. I'll put on the screen what the caliber of the gun is, because I know it had like multiple guns. There was like a heavy version, then there was like a light version. I don't know. I just think it probably is one of my favorite German tanks that actually was like never produced. Because my all-time favorite German tank is the Jagdpanther. Didn't know I had my flaps open. Oh shit. I know majority of the community is gonna like have disgust towards this video, but if anyone agrees with me, just let me know if you would like to see the Löwe be added to war. Very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and let me know what you think of having the Löwe added to the game. Again, I don't necessarily want to see the E50 or the E75. I kind of just want the Löwe added to the game because I just think it's a badass German prototype. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here as we strafe the scent. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Adios.